Well, this is a big question. According to my research, started on square one, 30 years ago. According to my research, there are at least 3 different species of hidden people. Hidden people is totally human-sized, human figures, human body and human culture. We have at least 13 different types of elves. They are from 10 centimeters, these flower elves, up to about meter high or 120 centimeters the highest. At least 13 different types. 2 or 3 types of dwarves and 3 types of fairies and 4 types of trolls and a variety of other species that people have seen in other dimensions. So this flora is very, very big. And wherever you come in a new country, you find new examples that you haven't heard explanations of or descriptions before. Yeah. So some of these creatures, especially the hidden people, know very much about humans. Well, according to my witnesses, the hidden people knew sometimes very much about the humans, but sometimes they didn't know anything about them. But sometimes they knew everything about them. And occasionally, not only knew everything about them, they knew everything about their future. Yeah. That was an amazing thing. Most of the stories happened when people is walking from one farm to another or traveling in the nature or doing something out in the nature, and they more or less accidentally ran into them, most of them. Second most common is when people live out in the countryside, come in dreams to humans, hidden out and ask them to do this or don't do that, because we are living there. The third most common thing is when hidden ladies have been pregnant and they can't give birth to their babies. They come to midwives, hibama, and ask them to help them give birth to the babies. And other variety of reasons we have, like lack of food in the hidden world, or the elf world, lack of milk. We have dozens and dozens of stories where a newborn baby were at the elf world and their cow didn't milk and they got some borrowed milk from humans. Just funny story, I can tell you one. Happened about 1940 something, in the 40s. It was in Snæfellsnes. A lady, it was in the middle of January, Þuríður in Melabúð, a lady who lived there, she got a dream with a hidden lady which she had seen more often, came to her in a dream and said to her, Þuríður, could I borrow one of you? She had 4 cows. Could I borrow one of your cows? And because we have only 1 cow and there's a newborn baby and we need fresh milk for the baby and it is not milking our cow. We have to have new milk every day for the baby. Yes, of course, Þuríður said, this was a dream. 7 o'clock in the morning, her husband woke her up. He had got into the stables. Hey, Þuríður, something crazy thing happened. Some thieves have come and stolen one of our cows. Oh, no, she hadn't forgot to tell him. Well, the hidden lady came into a dream to me and she asked me to borrow a cow. And yes, so I said, yes, of course, this is our only income to sell milk, you just borrow the cow, He was angry, But, they need it, so of course. 6 weeks later, in the end of February and March, the cow was suddenly on the stable. That night, before the cow came, the hidden lady came and said, thank you so much, our cow is milking again. I'm going to your cow back. Thank you so much. And in the morning the cow was there. But that winter, it was in mid-January and until the end of February it was away. It was a very heavy winter. There was a 50 or 70 or 80 centimeters high snow outside and frost and blowing and drizzle and snowing and more snowing and endless snow and storm. No cow would have lived 1 day there outside. When they checked the cow, managed for 6 weeks, it was in a good mood, health, obviously been fed regularly, milked regularly, and in very good shape. I'm convinced if the cow would have been able to talk and would have been asked, where were you, dear Kusa? She would have replied something like, it's my guess, of course. Well, there came a lady here 6 weeks ago, and she took me and we walked down a little on the farm and into another stable there in the cliffs, and I was there, and she returned me back. A lot of proofs like this we have on file.
Yeah.
That's why people in Iceland believe in elves and Hindu people, because we have so accurate stories.